everybody out there that is just stressing out about Bitcoin right now. Just trying to bridge that gap in between now, the overnight hours, until the professionals can come in and calm us down. Got some announcements real quick. I think I decided on the 3 o'clock a.m. spot to keep posting my videos here. And I think we're going to stick around maybe the 15-minute mark. So today's topic, as you can see in the title, is what was your aha moment or your light bulb moment to make you finally pull the trigger and start investing in cryptocurrency? And maybe list down in the chat or comments what was the first cryptocurrency that you decided to invest in. Let's have a quick look at the market here. Still hanging in there at $2.2 trillion. Yes, Bitcoin is still down. Right around 47,000. Right now it's at 47.3, but if you take an average, right around 47,000. Ethereum, here is where I'm impressed. Okay, so Bitcoin dominance still around 40.3%. But if you look at Ethereum and Avalanche, man, I wish I had some money to invest into Avalanche. They're really standing up to Bitcoin because normally when Bitcoin hits 47,000, 46,000, 45,000. Everything else really crashes pretty hard, but Ethereum hanging in there at 3,900. That's an encouraging sign. And if you look at Avalanche, normally when Bit is this low, it's right around the like 89, 80, $90 mark, but it's actually going up at $115, $116. So it's good to see that. Even Polkadot is hanging in there. They're I think $25 right now. And if you look at Matic, Polygon also hanging in there at $2.20. So a good sign that the altcoins are kind of standing up to where Bitcoin is at. And I hope you got your limit orders in because I think I caught some at 45. And I think if I see it dip to low 46s, high 45s, I'll put a little bit more in again. I was hoping to put a little bit more into ETH, but yeah, it's going well, 2.2 trillion. All right, so that's kind of the overview of what's going on there. And remember, guys, just kind of hang in there. Everything's going to be okay. For me, it's not a huge big deal, short-term, midterm volatility, because I'm in it for the long haul, right? So I can absorb some of these losses and have it come back. We're hoping a lot of big money comes in 2022. Now, for me, my first big aha moment to get into cryptocurrency, and keeping in mind, I heard about cryptocurrency way back probably in 2012, but it was explained to me from the networking side. My friend was like, hey, we should mine these Bitcoins. And at the time, I don't think it was his fault, but it wasn't explained very properly. I don't even think there was enough information out there about blockchains back then. But he was like, hey, let's mine these coins. Let's make some money. It's going to be great. And back then, you could mine Bitcoins with a very small GPU. But, it didn't catch my interest. Not at all. Not in the least bit amount. But now, with all of the different types of projects that are out there and people explaining Bitcoin a little bit better, now I'm really excited. And I don't really get caught up too much in the weeds on the technical half. Not technical analysis like graphs and charts, but I don't really keep up with, all of the intricacies of it. I don't want to get caught in the weeds. I just like, I want to own a part of this technology and get in there. And that's what really did it for me was when I started to look at it again just a month ago, then the light bulb turned on. It made me kind of look to see what types of projects were on the market. And then I discovered, oh, now I see what they can be used for. Because back then, blockchains, like I said, it wasn't explained too clearly as to what their capabilities were doing. But now that I can see, especially on the NFT metaverse gaming side, I mean, if you look at the metaverse, decentralized land, the Mana, Axie Infinity, it almost makes me want to start playing Axie. Buy my team and start playing and make some money doing that. The play to earn guys are going to tear the sandboxes in there. Wax is coming up. Man, look at Wax. I just wish I had some money to put into these guys here. But I have a little bit of Mono, a little bit of where's Gala? Where's gaming? Is gaming anywhere? I got some Gala. I'll probably put some more into Gala because it's still pretty impressive. But 2012, none of this stuff was around. There wasn't a way to invest in. I don't even know if exchanges were around back then, but now there is. So that was my big aha moment is when I got in here and I saw that it was more than just mining, right? You can actually purchase it retail like us and really start to hook in to all these different types of projects that are out here. Oh, man. Again, I just wish I had enough income to kind of run through here. All right, guys, just looking for your great aha moments. You can list them down in the chat area or in the comments area. What made you pull the trigger and maybe what your first cryptocurrency was. But for me, my first crypto was, of course, Bitcoin. Even though I think when I first got in, it was at 69,000 in November. It was at the peak, right? Uh, and I was like, you know what? I know that crypto is very volatile. I'm going to wait. So I waited from 69 down to 63. And I'm like, hey, that looks like a pretty big drop. So I put in a little bit there. And from 63, it went down into the 50s. And from now, it's down into the 47s currently. But I kept putting in, like I said, I put in some limit orders for both ETH and Bitcoin the other night, and they went through. So those are actually the first two that I put my money into was Bitcoin and um, ETH. Now, some regrets I have now knowing how important every single dollar is I probably wouldn't have put money into Cardano, and maybe I would keep Cardano because I still have faith in Cardano, but I probably wouldn't have put money into Polkadot, and I'm kind of happy with Matic and Mono, but again, the theory there is you need to purchase, so you need at least 1,000 shares of each, in my opinion, to take advantage of the gains that you're going to get from them. But I wish I had put more into ETH to get at least one full ETH. That's what I think my full goal would have been to concentrate on. I would have been close. I would have been close to having that full coin if I went if I didn't put the other funds into the smaller, or I shouldn't say smaller, but the ones that weren't doing as well. I probably would have had that full one. And man, I just wish I had more money to put into Avalanche currently. But yeah, that is where I would put my money there if I had to do it all over again. But I still have a majority into Bitcoin, and then second would be Ethereum, and then my third largest would be Solana. And then I have a whole bunch of Cardano. I'm still banking on Cardano, but I think I probably will sell it once it hits about $3 or something like that. And I think what's causing, to me, when I look at this whole drop in Bitcoin, and it's holding solid. Like before, a few weeks ago, it was holding solid at like 50, 49, 50, 49, 48. Now it's quite a bit down from that. What to me is quite a bit down, 46, 47. Some people will say that's not a lot, but if you look at the 47 versus the 50 and how much it's holding, it's a pretty big difference between those two. But I think a lot of it too is everybody has their eyes on the NFL. I mean, there are so many players out sick right now. Some people on my fantasy team, Odell Beckham, Jarvis Landry. I got those two receivers on my team. They're gone. And they have to schedule a whole bunch of NFL teams. Now, when something that big hits the news, people are kind of wondering, hey, what's going on? And when you combine that with the rising cases of the new variant, that could be causing it. It's in the highlight. It's not kind of like hidden under the rug between other types of news out there. And I think it's causing a little bit of uneasiness. And that combined with the cryptocurrency realm being a very new market, the uncertainty combined with what's going on news-wise, especially in NFL, is probably causing a little bit of uneasiness. But again, I like to one of the big things I've learned after just investing in just a month here is that, yeah, $2.2 trillion is a lot of money, but when compared to other markets, it's relatively small. So the smallest of moves causes really big swings. And when you combine a new market that's fairly small with uncertainty in the market and people not really understanding what's coming in, it causes really large swings. And when you look at where all of it is concentrated in, right? 40% of it is in Bitcoin, and then the other 20%, 40-20, the other bunch of it is in Ethereum. When Bit goes down, it affects the other. Ethereum goes down, the swings get even bigger because all the money is in the top two. That's why it's really nice to see the altcoins kind of standing up and having a little bit more rigidity when Bitcoin is down right now. They're kind of holding it up. I did not come on the other night because of the dip that was happening, and I got it all the way down to 45,000. So there's a few things going on last night that I was taking advantage of. Number one, the drop in Bit puts them in there. Number two, The Witcher came out, and I'm a huge Witcher fan. Played the video games, read the books. If you guys haven't watched The Witcher season 1, go check it out. But season 2 was really good, and I just binged it for 8 hours. So it was a combination of me watching the dip and then watching The Witcher. Really disappointed that Cowboy Bebop didn't make it to its second season. I think they really miscasted that show. They did an okay job with Spike, but I think they could have found a better Spike. And then his partner, I can't remember his partner, but I think they could have done a better job with that. They got Faye Valentine right, the girl from Vampire Diaries. She was really good. And I think the overall how they did the stories was exactly like the comic, really really similar to what's going on with the comic book or the anime series. And I thought they did a good job of portraying like the ship. The Bebop was good. My favorite episode probably was the one with the big fat penguin guy, the psycho guy. In the cartoon, they made him kind of look fat, but this version we got was really jacked. That one, I think that was a really good uh, way of portraying that. But yeah, check out Witcher 2 season 2, and yeah, kind of bummed out Cowboy Bebop didn't make it. Yep. Yeah, still no dips going on. I'm trying to think if it goes down to, like I said, the low 46s. I'll probably put a little bit more in, but still holding strong there at that 47,000. And remember, guys, try not to panic. Hold in there as much as you can. Remember, if you're in crypto for the long run, this basic volatility doesn't really do much in there. It doesn't do much. All right, guys. Today's topic, of course, is what was your aha moment, your light bulb moment that made you invest in cryptocurrency? And maybe kind of write in the comments down there. Uh, what was your first cryptocurrency that you invested in? And I'll have a look at that, and then I'll kind of announce it on tomorrow's stream happening at 3 o'clock. Still waiting on dips over here. Yeah, I think they moved 3 games, one on Monday and then 2 on Tuesday. So we got football on Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. So I can't wait to get that. Hopefully there'll be at times where I can check them out. Yeah, did they move them? They did move them. All 3 of them. All 3. Man, look at Avalanche. I just wish I put more into Avalanche. I'm happy to see Dot is coming back, though. Dot has been real horrible. They've just been getting pile drived, when the dips happen, but they're hanging in there. Hopefully they can get it back up to the 30s where they were before. Polygon. Really happy with Polygon, too. There we go. Yeah. So irritated though that it took me so long to get into the positions where I'm at now. Just to think, if I just caught it at the beginning of the year versus where I came in November, just talking 11 months. That is so irritating. That it was so close. Even if I caught it in June, I would have been in such a better place to invest. If I just caught it 6 months earlier, such a thin window to take advantage of the gains that I would have had right now. Because what was it in June? Let me see. June. Yeah. I could have caught it in the 30s. I could have caught it in the 30s if I just, when you look back. Jesus Christ. Even if I went back into, Well, I'm glad I caught it now, though. At least I didn't wait until 2022 to get into it. But man, if I just took advantage of it just at the beginning of the year, it swings so quickly. Yeah, let me see where it was 3 months ago. Okay, so September. Even in September, just 3 months earlier. Right now, I'm just groveling and begging for it to come back to like 45,000. But if it was just open season in September, it was right around. Oh God, even 43 would have been great. 43 would have been great. What about let me see this year? Where was it in April? Oh, okay. Let's check out this dip over here in the summer. In the summer it was 35,000. In the summer, wasn't doing anything. Money was just kind of hanging around, not doing nothing. If I could have just hit it in June, that would have been fabulous. But look over April. April was back up to 63. What was it over here? July 32,000. I was so close to getting it right. So close. I try not to think about that. I try now to think that the upside of it is, hopefully I can take advantage of the dips now and have it come back up. But man, what about ETH? Right now, I'm just begging to get ETH at 36. ETH. Let's look at ETH 3 months ago. Look at ETH 3 months ago. September. I could do that. I could have probably got 2 coins back in September. Let's have a look at July. back in July. Yep, definitely. I probably could have had at least 2 ETH by now if I just had kicked in around the summertime. And now I'm just so struggling. What about Solana over here? I bet you Solana. I remember at the beginning of the years, I've been looking at it. Solana. Solana in. Oh, that's a 3-month. Here we go. $28.51 in July. Like $28. Right now, struggling again. I purchased a bunch of it at 180, right? But geez, if I just hit that 3 months earlier, could have been going good. All right, guys. Hope everything's going well out there for you. Just remember, keep up the faith. Don't be discouraged. Hang in there. Bitcoin will come back. And I'll see you guys tomorrow at 3 a.m. Again, just trying to give some overnight support for all the people kind of freaking out there about Bitcoin. All right, guys. I'll see you tomorrow at 3 a.m.